Hello everybody, my name is Rinzler here, back again for another video, and today I have the honor and privilege of talking about Kids Backyard Wrestler alum, the Bama Kid, Mejor Assassino. The Bama Kid wrestled from Season 2 all the way until KBW's end, and has since come back for all the reunions that they've done. The Bama Kid now wrestles on the indie scene, and is doing very well for himself. I know I said in my last KBW video that Cage was the heart and soul of KBW, but I think that it's arguable that Bama Kid could share his place. He put on some really fantastic matches, and even though he had a very strong win-loss record, particularly in the loss section, he still had a beloved career and really got over with the fans. In my opinion, the fact that he never won a world championship during his time in the company was the greatest travesty of all. So without further ado, let's discuss this epic career from start to finish. The Bama Kid first debuted in Season 2, challenging AK-47 for the Undisputed Championship while wearing a god's-awful white ring attire, but ultimately he failed. These two wouldn't be done yet, though, as Bama Kid would again challenge AK in a brutal 3 Stages of Hell match, but once again came up short. These matches were both great, though, and they put Bama Kid on the map. He would then face Paul Wall in another great match, but lost via disqualification when Nick Frazier interfered and attacked both men. Bama Kid would then participate in the Royal Rumble match for the vacant World Heavyweight title while wearing a much better looking black ring attire, but would be eliminated by D-Man. Bama Kid then participated in a triple threat match against AK-47 and CJ to decide the number 1 contender for the Undisputed Championship, but he came up short. Bama Kid would then take part in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which was ranked as the 3rd greatest KBW match of all time. But tragically, this match is no longer available for unknown reasons. If any of you guys ever watched this match while it was still up, you witnessed a treat, as this was one of the most popular and well-executed matches of all time. In backyard wrestling, that is. D-Man would win the match, however, but after the match, Bulldozer would dump the trampoline on top of everybody in the match, including Bama Kid. In the Season 2 finale, Bama Kid would face Pac-Man and the Beast in a triple threat match, but would come up short. Bama Kid would kick off Season 3 by saving D-Man from an attack by the Bulldozer and challenged him to a Falls Count Anywhere match with his mask and career on the line. During the time waiting for this match to take place, Bama Kid stopped using his theme music, promising not to use music in his entrance until his losing streak was over. Bama Kid would face AK-47 wearing his now synonymous red and white ring gear before being attacked by the Bulldozer. Bama Kid and Bulldozer would finally collide in their Falls Count Anywhere match, which Bama Kid won, ending his losing streak and retaining his masking career. This match is also featured on the top 10 KBW matches of all time. Bama Kid would then team with AK-47 to defeat Execution before taking part in a 6-pack elimination challenge match for the newly created Native American Championship, but he was eliminated and D-Man ultimately won the match. Bama Kid then participated in the 2nd Royal Rumble match to determine the number 1 contender for CJ's World Heavyweight Championship, coming out as the number 2 entrant, before being eliminated by AK-47. Bama Kid would soon form a tag team with Pac-Man, and unsuccessfully challenged the Renegades for the tag team titles. The Bama Kid faced D-Man at Renegade Revolution in another excellent ladder match for the Native American title, but would lose. This match would also be featured on KBW's Top 10 Matches list. Bama Kid then unsuccessfully challenged his old foe, the Bulldozer, for a spot on Team KBW against the Renegades. This match is also on the Top 10 KBW Matches list, and believe it or not, is actually in the number 1 spot. Yes, and by the way, the top 10 KBW matches were hosted by Cage and AK-47, and they decided that Bama Kid and Bulldozer's match was the best match in KBW history. In my opinion, it's well-deserved. Bama Kid would then take part in a fatal 5-way match where the winner would win both the Native American Championship and a spot on Team KBW. He went up against defending champion D-Man, Pac-Man, Jacob Storm, and Jace the Ace, but D-Man would ultimately retain the Native American title. He would then face Cage and lose, but would be assaulted by the Renegades, who were now being led by AK-47, which temporarily took him out with injury. Bama Kid would return and unsuccessfully challenge AK for his World Heavyweight Championship. At Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Bama Kid and Pac-Man won a fatal 4-way tables, ladders, and chairs match against the Ultimate Underdogs, the Renegades, and the Enforcement to shockingly win the tag team championships. This would be Bama Kid's first title in KBW and his first real career accomplishment, at least in many people's opinions. Later that same night, Bama Kid would defeat Jacob Storm to win the undisputed title. In one night, Bama Kid went from having nothing to having everything, and this was how he would end Season 3 for himself, on a very high note. In early Season 4, the undisputed title was renamed the Hardcore Championship and a 24/7 rule was placed upon it. Soon afterwards, Bama Kid would lose it in his first defense against enforcement member Pitbull. Soon after, Bama Kid participated in the third Money in the Bank ladder match at Bloodthirsty, but lost as the match was won by his tag team champion partner Pac-Man. During Season 4, Bama Kid would feature in BEW and KBW's crossover event called Risk It All 3, where he unsuccessfully challenged the Bad Reed for the BEW World Heavyweight Championship. Soon after, he would challenge Pitbull unsuccessfully for the Hardcore title, and also had to vacate his tag team title when Pac-Man went out with an injury caused by a Renegade assault. Soon after, KBW unfortunately closed its doors due to the wrestlers becoming older. Bama Kid, however, would accept AK-47's open challenge match for the Native American Championship years later, but ultimately failed. Bama Kid's last KBW appearance was last summer when he defeated former partner Pac-Man one-on-one and earned his respect after the match. Bama Kid has since wrestled on the independent circuit with the same name and even teamed with AK-47 against the Bad Sons in a losing effort. It's arguable at this point that the Bama Kid could be considered one of the most misused KBW wrestlers of all time. Even though he made history time and time again, made the fans smile, and put on some of the greatest matches in backyard wrestling history, period, he never got an opportunity to succeed as a main eventer, even if he really deserved it. It also didn't help that Season 2, he lost every match he was a part of. I know that this was building up to a storyline, but it was arguable that caused Bama Kid to have a hard time fitting into the main event picture in the following seasons. In my opinion, if KBW ever made a full-fledged return, the one thing I'd want them to do is put the World Heavyweight title on Bama Kid. There's nobody in the company, in my opinion, that deserved to be a world champion more than the Bama Kid. Bama Kid was just an amazing and phenomenal wrestler. He was a part of 4 of the top 10 KBW matches of all time, and as I mentioned, his second match against the Bulldozer featured in the #1 spot, overtaking all of Cage and AK-47's classic encounters. He was also the only person to ever hold both a mid-card and tag team title simultaneously. So you might be calling me an idiot for calling Bama Kid underutilized, but in my opinion, as I've already mentioned, he should have won the world title at least once. And if KBW ever comes back, that's the one thing I'd like them to do. Bama Kid had an amazing career, and I hope he continues to do so. He was an outstanding wrestler, no matter who was playing him. If he was just played by one person or played by multiple people, it doesn't matter because the spirit of the Bama Kid lives in the heart and soul of KBW and its fans. If KBW ever returns, then Bama Kid should be treated like the great wrestler that he truly was and still is to this day. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, remember to give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with all your friends and all of your various social media accounts. Make sure to leave comments in the comment section down below to tell me what I could do better or what I'm already doing well. And I will see you guys next week with more KBW career videos. Bye. Oh, and I will see all you dudes and chicks in the next video. I forgot my own outro. I'm sorry.